Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday Blues Day to everybody going out shopping today. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. It was a chocked full weekend for the old Huckster and family. It was my daughter's birthday party on Sunday. Despite there being a hurricane coming, we were just having winds up in our area. So really, it was just rain. And people are like, I don't know, how low we should go. Yeah, like it's rain. All this is raining. Like if nobody would have said the word hurricane, people would have showed up. So we had a one cancel, but someone else joined us. Anyway, it was all good. I was very happy, like just as a dad. And she went to an escape room because she loves the mind things for her birthdays. So she showed up there and crushed it, and they got out and all that good stuff. And then last night was my wife and I's anniversary. So I'm a bit pooped right now, y'all. It was a long weekend, and last night we went out to a trivia bar, or a bar that had trivia. And no, you wouldn't suspect that the guy that does trivia on his channel killed it. We were like in the middle. But here's the thing, too. They by the way, how do I look and sound? Let's do a quick listen. I guess he sounds all right. Cool. So yeah, so it was a lot of like general trivia and stuff like that, and you use your phone, right? But you can't cheat on your phone. It's actually you actually log in and you play along on your phone, and it's only one phone per team, because I think if other people have their phones out, they're going to cheat and look stuff up, which I still think might have been happening. Not at our table, because there was only two of us. Some tables had six people, and so there's a lot of brains on those tables. And so sometimes it was one person, two people, six people. So when it's a team based thing, it's harder to crush it. We did good though. We were happy with ourselves. But yeah, that's just a little nugget of what's been happening. But hey, let's get the show on the road, y'all. You know the drill. Grab a drink, grab a snack, because it is time for the morning mug. Hey everyone, welcome to the morning mug. Now let's chat. Well, yeah, brother. Let's do some chatting. Speaking of chatting, who's here today? Let's get over there and say hey to my faves, my fans. Hiya, Huck. Good morning. Look at that. Agent James, Michael Hubbard, and Sean, always hot on the stack. And look at this. We got DVD Bonkers is here. What's going on, man? I don't see you here very often, but I love that you're here, man. Digging it. Red Mania. Oh, yeah. Huckamania running wild, brother. Let's go. Should get the like stash going. Actually, that's the one thing. I can't do beard. I get like that Keanu beard, which is a little meh. But I can do a goatee or a stash or something pretty good. Although my wife says no, because, when you get older, I still got like pretty good hair for a dude in his 50s, like not a lot of gray. But when I get the beard goatee going, oh, Shazbot. Better watch out. Hey, Huckster, good morning. How was your trivia night? Yeah, I was saying, Lauren, it's like, it was good. Each round, though, you had the opportunity to do double or nothing. So you had to be confident you got all, and usually it was like 7 answers. Sometimes it was 10 in each round, and there were 7 rounds. So that's why I think teams of lots of people were confident to do a lot of doubling up. Because my wife and I were really good at some, like we got one where we got 9 out of 10, and it was like based on plays and stuff. My wife is awesome at theater and plays and stuff like that. And we only missed one. So we were gonna risk it for that one, but I'm glad we didn't, because then we got 9 points. But if we'd have risked the double or nothing, we'd have gotten 0. So things like that we couldn't do. We never did the double or nothing because there wasn't a round we ever got the full 10, and we weren't even confident. Like we could have just tried and hoped that some of our guesses were right, but we knew some of our guesses weren't right. But it was still fun. We loved it. We told the guy we were out there for our anniversary. It's funny. It was weird. It's King Trivia. You guys have probably seen it. It's online actually. And you can play during COVID a lot. King Trivia did a lot of online stuff so people could have fun. In fact, they're looking for trivia masters. I should probably look into that, right? See if I can host a couple of those. But yeah, so it was a fun deal. So let's see. Stopping by to say hi. Can't stay. All right. Well, Sean, man, have a good day, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Fish is here. Come on, Huckster. Happy anniversary. Yeah, we did okay. We were in the middle. Oh, I was gonna say what they do is they give prizes out for first, second, third. It was like 8 or 10 groups, and then second to last. Not the last. It's funny because like you get a $10 gift card, like for being last, second to last, which is very smart because if you're last, you could just not get anything right. You can like get one per section and go, I got the $10 card, I'm happy. But it's harder to be second last because if you realize that you're kind of the bottom two that are not going to win, then you start playing a game, right? With the other bottom person to not quite miss everything, but you can't get everything as well because if you're last and you get everything, then suddenly you become second. But then if they get all, then they become second. I don't know. It's a very cute idea to give like something out to second to last. Morning, Huck. Tony, what's going on, man? I got something for you, Tony, coming up. Don't you go nowhere. I'm gonna put a pin in you. Hang on. Sean says fish. Tony buffering. Uh, what's up, Astro Juicy 666? Yeah, let's get to some buffering, shall we? Let's see. Hey, Sean. I've been to a microbrewery that had trivia stuff. That's exactly what it was, Britmania. It was a microbrewery. It used to be called Wolf Creek, and then they closed, and then they reopened because I just went there for the first time. I can't remember what they changed the name to, but it was the same place, same layout, same everything. It just, same beer tap. Somebody else just bought it, and now they're doing their thing. They didn't have any food there. Usually they got food trucks, but because of the hurricane the day before, people were still kind of wigged out. Even though they weren't like they were on dirt ground, they had a concrete parking lot. So not really sure why a couple of food trucks didn't come out. So we actually had to bring our own dinner there. And I told her, look, I know it's the anniversary, but we also need to pick up something we don't have to wait too long for. Ella, take a guess what we had. Yeah? And there it is, Chipotle. Okay. Laren. Yeah, we had Chipotle. It was good, too. Let's see. Hey, Fish. Oh, yeah, I got a couple of little anniversary nuggets there I can show y'all. It's very cool. John Cooley says, hey, Huck, how you doing? This is the first time I haven't been working during the morning mug. Nice. I'm excited to be here. You look and sound great. John, you look and sound great, man. Thank you for being here. It's funny. I'm glad you're off because now I've started my new job. So today will be one of those days where at an hour's mark, we'll have to sign off. So yeah, my screen time is diminished when the work kicks in. Hey, Huck, what's going on, Craig? Hey, Sean, everybody getting some haze in? Wait, I said, hey, I seen Mr. Nichols lately? No, I did go out to the swap meet though before the hurricane. Like in case y'all are wondering why this psycho was going out during a hurricane. The hurricane hadn't hit yet. It was very calm, which is why I went just to go see if anybody was at the swap meet, and it was deader than a doornail. So yeah, so I didn't bump into nobody because there was nobody there. So yeah, I haven't seen him lately. Hope he's well. Yeah, I miss my swap meet bud. Hello, Sean, and I am Laren. All right. Okay. You guys got any questions for me? I got a few topics, but Laren, let's see what's coming up. Grow out that facial hair, Huck. Right? Should I get the little goatee going? I'll look a bit like Ken. I'll get the goatee going, shave my hair even closer to my head, and get some black glasses. That'd be kind of hilarious, right? And then I just go on Ken's channel and we'll like buddy up and do some topic together. Look like twinsies. I mean, look, Ryan's got pops out there, right? Little twinsy brothers there. Morning, Adrian. Hello, Huck. Have you eaten? Ha ha. Thanks for the concern of my health. I have indeed eaten because it's early. I had to get up, get the girls out the house for their school and work. So yeah, I tend to eat pretty quickly in the morning. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Shin Kamen Rider, Blue Beetle, Best Superhero Movie 2023. Are you asking of those, which do I think? Or you like all of those? I would say superhero movie. I mean, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Absolutely has to be. I haven't seen Blue Beetle yet, and I don't know what Shin Kamen Rider is. I do plan on seeing Blue Beetle. Cannot fathom it'll be better than Guardians. But I really liked Shazam Fury of the Gods. It's like, here's the thing. It didn't do well, but everyone that's seen it says they enjoyed it. So, I mean, or not, I'm not gonna say everyone, but most everyone that I talked to, certainly me and Mega Mike, the movie man, we love Shazam Fury of the Gods. And those who watched it liked it, you know? So it's number 2 for me. Does Huck like Huckleberry Hound? That or just Huckleberries or both? That's so funny you say that. It's not within reaching distance. I don't even know where it went. I used to have a photo hanging in here way back in the day when I used to have Hollywood Reporter subscription. Somewhere in the middle was somebody took out a big page ad of Huckleberry Hound, because I guess maybe the show was being released on DVD or something. I didn't even know like what the ad was for, but it said the Huck stops here, and it's Huckleberry Hound with a maestro wand and a music stand in front of him. And so I tore that out and framed it. So it's somewhere. I don't know where, but I do like Huckleberry. But I mean, and I say that because his name's Huck, Huckleberry Hound. It's not that great of a cartoon though, but I do like the character. He's like super chill. He's got the hat on. He's like, yay, it's almost like a stoner. And Huckleberries, well, yeah, what's his Val Kilmer, plays Doc Holliday. He'll be my Huckleberry. So no idea what I'm talking about now. All right, I'm straight up addicted to Chipotle. Laren, dude, that's what happened. I said, honey, look, we got to just grab something we can bring into this bar. Should we go to like Jersey Mike's or Subway or Panda or Chipotle? And then we both went, Chipotle. Dude, it's got like salad. You get a salad bowl. You just get a nice salad bowl. I mean, you can get burritos, but we try to like get the salad bowl with the rice and the meat, usually either steak or chicken. Get some of that, sauteed veggies like the onions and peppers. Slap that on there, and then you go down the final line and you throw in some pico de gallo, some sour cream, some cheese, some guacamole, and you're all set. Holy hand grenade, y'all! That was quite a tub of food. It was like mine was way heavier than my wife because she's also healthier. Like I'm piling on like guac and cheese, and she's just like, being healthy about it. So I had leftovers, so I should be able to have that for lunch today. So I'm equally stoked. It's a long talk about Chipotle. Take it easy, Huck. 11:08 in Ohio. What is it? Everyone else's time. Well, of course, I'll jump it up to the 13. I'm 8:13. So yeah, where's everybody else at? Tony saying, hey, Fish. Eternal Melancholy's here. Hey, Huck, first time catching you live. I know, I was just seeing your name, man. Thanks. I hope it is not the last. You guys are awesome, by the way. 20 people watching, 6 likes. Come on, y'all, 6. The old Huckster, doing his thing here on a Tuesday. Let's get that. I'm confident. It depends on where you are. If you're driving and you got me in your ear holes, you can't hit like. That's cool. If I'm on a TV, I know. Actually, if you're on a TV, the one thing you can do is you go up with your remote and you can hit the like button. You can do that. You can't comment, but you can like. So if you're on a TV or you got the ability to hit like for me, that would be stupendous. All right, let's get it going. Oh, wait. Was there more there? Let's see. Are you going to buy the Prey Steel book? I'm waiting for it to be on pre-order. There's a Prey up for pre-order now, but it doesn't say Steel book and no pick of it. Okay, yeah. You know what's so funny? Let's put a pen in you right there because I have a Prey page up. Let's share it, shall we? So the Prey, for all those who haven't heard the news, I'm sure you have. Check it, man. Prey. Let's see if I can find a better spot. Where can I like hurt? It's okay. But yeah, Prey is. Can you believe Buena Vista? Disney's putting out stuff. That's a Hulu thing there. There it is. It is slated to come out October 3rd. Yeah, and that looks good. Like I liked it okay. I feel like I'm in the minority. Everybody went crazy for this movie. I felt like me and Garrett were one of the few who were just like, I mean, it was all right. I don't know, maybe like the fight stuff near the end was really good, but I don't know, Garrett said it really well. I'm gonna paraphrase Garrett here. He said it felt like the the predator part of the movie was good, but the when the girl was the Indian character, it felt like it was a girl cosplaying as an Indian because so much of what she could do was so modern, like her stunt moves and this and that. It's like you just the stunts that you would connect to ancient times, older times like that isn't the things she was doing. It was a very modern move. So I just kind of laughed at that and thought, yeah, it is sort of like somebody's like cosplaying as this character and yet using modern stunts. So that's kind of how I also saw it. But I am curious to see this movie again. What do you guys think? Is everybody just like all on board? Big old Prey fan is like, Prey can do no wrong, and it's the greatest one since the original. I mean, I don't think that, but I don't know. To me, it's also like I just still think the original is in a class all by itself, and the others are just struggling to be part of the franchise and be a good part of the franchise. And that one is like despite me just being okay with it, it is very well loved. So I'm gonna give thumbs up to it just for bringing joy to the Predator folk. Predator folk. What you talking about? All right, let's see. Hisham, what makes you happy today? Well, let's see, dude. I got my glass of iced tea. Talking to you makes me happy because you're always here and I'm digging that. And look, I'll show you a couple other things that make me happy. Here you go, y'all. From our gift giving time at our anniversary yesterday, finally got the Guardians of the Galaxy. I had to put a hold on buying it myself because she's like, don't you be buying stuff now for a week or two. I'm like, you know how hard that is, honey. Don't buy. So she done the good, and she also knew I'd been trying to find. You guys know this, the Walmart edition with that cool artistic slipcover and all that jazz, and they suck. They didn't make enough. Like when I went to my Walmart, they're like, "Oh yeah, we only had two." I go, "What do you mean two? Like two left on the shelf?" He goes, "No, no, we only get two in the box." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This is your store, and that is your exclusive, and you got two copies." He goes, "Yeah, they were gone as soon as I put them on the shelf." I'm like, "Well, duh, you got two copies." So if that's what it was like all across the land, it understands why that sold out so quick. So that's cool. I got this now. So if any of y'all were on the lookout for the huckster, don't worry about it. I got it now. And this little kasha goo goo was on sale for $20. And I've been waiting to get this. I wanted the price to drop. And I was actually just going to get the regular slipcover. It definitely when it hit the $10 mark. But while this was the $20 mark, I do love what's inside here. That is Bullet Train, y'all. Just got Bullet Train. How groovy is that? And it comes with like all kinds of like art cards and stuff. Yeah, girl. So you guys want me to open it? I tell you what, let's see. I'll open it live. I'll do it. Yeah, hang on. Where are we at? Let's see where the huckster's at. I got 10 likes. If y'all can get me up to 20 likes, I'll zip this bad boy open. I'll do it. I'll crack it open. It's aching to come out of here. I'll do it right in front of you. I don't mind. That's right. I'll strip it down. Come on, we're 10. Got 22 watching. I know people get to come and go in the morning too, because it's a very interesting thing. Like when I sign off of the show, like even though it says 22 watching now, I know it's people like popping in just to say hey and then popping out and because they're working and all that jazz and just want to maybe say hey to the huckster. And then sometimes when I hit end, there's like 76 views, which means many eyes had popped over. So if you're one of those eyes while you pop over, say right on, Huck, hit that like, get out of here. Because some of you can't stay, and that's okay. I just appreciate you coming by. Let's see. All right, Britmania says, do you like Moe's a little better than Chipotle? Moe's? I actually don't know Moe's. I don't even know if we have a Moe's out here. Moe's. I don't know Moe's. Should I know Mo? All right, then. Tell me about Moe's. It's 11:14. All right, so Eternal's in your same time zone. Good morning, Sir Huckster. Good morning, Cinema Man. Let's see. Shin Kamen Rider superhero from Japan. All right, I will have to look for that. Blue Beetle boxes. All right, there. Hisham, you done it again. You gave me a segue, and look, when I get a segue, I can't sit on the segues, son. Can't do it. So here we go. We're going box office, y'all. It is BO time. Whew. All right, it's gonna be interesting to say the least. All right, so yeah, actually, let's do it like that. All right. So Blue Beetle took number one. But only at 25 mil, y'all. So that sure it took number one, but that's not good. Like, first of all, let's notice that Barbie at number two only dropped 37%. Barbie's having the same percentage drops that Top Gun Maverick had, and that is absolutely fantastic. So because it's only dropping in that 30 something percent, it'll do that again because it's still hot next week, which means it'll maybe be down to about 18. But every movie that opens at number one usually has a more than 50% drop off on that second week. And Blue Beetle, let's face it, DC movies, nobody seems to care. So I am predicting next week it's going to be like a 57% drop on Blue Beetle, which means it will drop below Barbie. Barbie will take the spot above Blue Beetle. And let's see, I'm going to peek over and see what is, let's see. Just going to see what's coming out on Friday. Okay, so Gran Turismo is the big movie coming out on Friday. Now, I know that's got a good following because of the gaming crowd. So I think that'll take number one. Just because, like Blue Beetle, it's a new property, it's a new movie, I should say. It's a new movie, and those fans will come out, and that'll do, I don't know, maybe around what Blue Beetle's doing. So Barbie, I think, will stay at number two because Gran Turismo has a built-in fan base. I don't know how big that fan base is. I am not that fan base, so I'm not in a hurry to go out and see it on the first weekend. So it's all gonna be determined by that fan base. Because just inherently, I don't think it's like something like moviegoers are like, hey, let's go see a Gran Turismo. Because it's like based on a game. It's not like the game where it's like the characters in the game and like you're doing the, like Twisted Metal that's on TV now. That's the game turned into a TV form. This is more about, from what I understand from the trailer, someone who's really good at playing it. And then because they were so good, they were asked to be a real driver. So, that's a very niche thing, and we shall see. But I think it'll have maybe enough to take number one. But, okay, you know what? Here, let's take a peek. After that, September. Yeah, and then September 1st, you're going to get Equalizer 3, and that's Denzel, y'all. So I'm pretty sure we're going to, even though Equalizer 2, I guess that was not a huge hit, but I still think Denzel has enough pull still to hit number one. So maybe Barbie will just keep hanging out at number two now for a few more weeks. So, but she's doing good. But anyway, let's look over this box office here. So Blue Beetle at 25 mil, Barbie at 21, Oppenheimer number 3 at 10. Still doing quite well. Look, I mean, a 3-hour movie and it's still number 3 in its 5th week. Way to go, Barbenheimer! You guys are crushing it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I saw that and actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Can't wait to show my daughter. She loves animation. Strays. That's not good. That's a new raunchy comedy, with the dogs that talk, using like Will Ferrell and other talents. Only made 8 mil, so that's pretty much done. You know what I mean? Like I guess it just didn't appeal to enough people. And so that'll drop. That'll be cut in half. That'll be like 4 million next week, and then it's out. I think it'll be out of the top 10 within 3 weeks. So yeah, it's too bad. I mean, I know Mega Mike saw it. He said it was hilarious. He said not great. Like catch it on streaming probably, which is funny because I know he said he laughed during the whole thing, but I guess it still wasn't enough. Like maybe because of the subject matter. I'll have to check. Mike, are you here? I haven't looked. Then rounding out the bottom, you got Meg 2, Talk to Me, Haunted Mansion, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, still in the top 10, and Sound of Freedom, which is doing better than Mission Impossible. So the last voyage of the Demeter, man, that did not do good at all. 11 million total. I don't know. I feel like franchises that people are just done with is Dracula. I feel like Dracula, Tarzan, Zorro, like that is those they had their place, right? They had their place in their time. And I think those places and those times are done. Now, I love them. Like I don't mind going back and watching old Draculas and I like Antonio Banderas' Zorro a lot. In fact, I need to get that on 4K. I want to get the first one. Second one I didn't like as much. First one though was what a great ride. It's fantastic, fun time. And Tarzan, like how many times have they tried to bring Tarzan back? Nobody cares about some white dude in the jungle. No, please. So yeah, there you go. So because of that, Dracula. And plus, it's not Dracula, the last voyage of the Demeter. So anybody that doesn't know, like if they didn't pay attention to that, how about this? If you didn't even see the trailer and you went to the movie, you go, I'm just gonna go look and see what's at my cinema. And they're looking around and like, the voyage of the Demeter. Well, I don't like boat movies. Right? I mean, there's nothing in it that even says Dracula, right? So if you're a horror fan or a Dracula fan, if you happen to still be one, it's not in the title. So it certainly doesn't scream horror movie or Dracula or none of that. So, oh well. All right. And Indiana Jones. It's down in 13. I wonder, I'd be curious how that's gonna get. I don't know. I hope it does well on video, and I hope they release it with matching steelbooks, which I don't think they're going to do. I think they're going to screw us on all of us that have those nice, recent ones with the matching movie poster. Oh, Disney, bunch of monkeys. We'll see. All right, y'all, we'll see. Eternal Melancholy says, I loved it. Was it perfect? No, but way better than the others. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's where I fall too. In the rest of your thing, I didn't love it, but I agree with everything after that. But it was way better than the ones that came after 1 and 2. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's funny because there are parts that I liked about Alien versus Predator just as a pure popcorn thing. Watching two titans like fight, that was fun. But but that was like that was like Jason versus Freddy. Not a great movie, but it's just fun to watch them go at it. That's why you check those out. Favorite brand, type of beer. It's funny you say that. I just had there's a bar out here on the boardwalk out in Venice Beach, and it's called On the Waterfront Cafe. Love it. I love this waterfront too, like waterfront with Brando. And so they have this German beer there called Erdinger, and they have the regular type of Pilsner and the Dunkel, which is the darker version. And those are so good. And for the anniversary, I just bought a 6-pack of Erdinger. So that would probably be my favorite beer. But type is a like a Hefeweizen. Hefeweizens are my favorite type of beer. So yeah, it's funny because my neighbor Rob, like we just jumped into his pool like a couple of weeks ago when it was like steaming hot, and we were all hanging out, and his brother was there and his family. It was fun, man. Everybody's hanging out. But Rob is always like, you can always like count on Rob having beer all over the place. But he loves like Budweiser, which is what I like grew up with, like in Louisiana. Like when you just needed a good affordable beer, it was always like Budweiser, Coors, stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. I haven't had a Budweiser, I swear to God, in like 20 years, something like that. And I'm like, that's what he's got. I'll just drink it. And it was also easy to drink like 2. And I'm not good. Like I'm getting older, so my tolerance for alcohol is really low. And after 2 beers, I was like, yeah, you think I'm like this already? Imagine 2 Budweisers in me. Holy hand grenades. No thanks. And yes, please. At the same time. All right, hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah. See, I noticed that was on Prime as well. I haven't seen it, so I've been very excited to see that as well on Prime. So I love so much, so I'll be buying the 4K. Nice. All right, my friend. I'm gonna be checking that out too. I don't know when I'll be able to squeeze it in during this work week, but yeah, I got to see that movie. It sounds hilarious. Happy anniversary to a dynamic duo. Here's to many more wonderful years. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cinnamon Man says, I'll be picking that Prey Steelbook up. I love my sci-fi. I'm sure I'll get it too, even though I'm like, yeah, I was okay with it, but like, I got it, Bullet Train, never saw it. It was fun, man. It took me a while to see it. I wish I'd have seen it in the theater because it is a pretty fun flick. And the characters are terrific. It feels like a Tarantino movie that's not like, it feels like he wrote it or something because the characters are super quirky and offbeat. The look of it is stylish enough that it's very enticing, and Pitt's perfect. Like he's perfect in the role. And when I finally saw it, I'm like, okay, that was good. I got to own that. And so at some point I knew. Oh wait, by the way, where are we at with 13? Oh, we only got 13. Yeah, I'm gonna. And there's 32 watching now, in case you haven't heard. So I just picked up Bullet Train, y'all. I said I'll crack this open right in front of you, open it and show you the contents and all that good stuff. If I hit 20 likes. So if I get 20 likes, I'll pop it open. I'll do it. I'm good. I'm good to my word, y'all. Saying, hiya, Tony. I like Bullet Train, but the British guys were annoying. Oh, you thought they were? I like those guys. You talking about the brothers? Yeah, I like those guys. And you feel for them too. At least I did. Bob smashed it in the battle last night. Did he? Oh yeah. See, I missed all the things last night because I sort of popped in, said hey to everybody, and then I was on my way to party with my wife. But yeah, I was wondering who crushed who. See, I really enjoyed Gran Turismo. Oh yeah, you saw it, Fish? Nice. So what do you think, Fish? You think it'll be number one, like easily, or do you think it was really a niche kind of flick? I still think it's got enough fan base to do number one. But yeah, if you really enjoyed it, I have a feeling it's a good movie. Good enough to at least take number one for 1 week. Moe's Southwest Grill is a Mexican restaurant with a Southwest twist. Pretty much the same thing as Chipotle, but I think they have a better variety in my opinion, but they're both good. Man, that sounds good. All right, I'm going to be on the lookout for a Moe's now. I'm going to look around town. Is there a Moe's nearby? Have you seen Strays yet? Not yet. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I'll make the next one I intend to see in the theater. I was going to try this weekend, but with my daughter's party coming up, it was a little too chaotic. So I was going to see Blue Beetle. So that Blue Beetle is still going to be the next one I see. So by the time I get around to considering Strays, I'll be lucky if it's still in the theater. But at some point I want to see it. I mean, I like the comedians in it. So if they let those comedians let them off the chain, no dog joke intended there, it could be pretty good, at least worth watching. I saw Strays, Brent Mania. Let's see. I didn't care for it. Oh, see, there you go. So Mega Mike is like, hey, it's kind of funny. And then Tony's like, didn't care for it. So, and I feel like it's funny, Tony, because that is what I feel like when I see the trailer. It's like, I get what's going on. Actually, there's a new trailer that came out that was better edited, and that actually made me like it more. I'm like, okay, that looked a little more funny than the first one. The first one was just like, all right, here we go. This is like a sausage party, but instead of with animated food, it's with dogs, right? So, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not super excited to go out and see it. I'll say that. Don't sleep on Gran Turismo. Okay. Ooh, Fish. I love it. I love that kind of passionate, support for a flick. Moe's Southwest Grill had a good selection there. Home Wrecker always wrecks my stomach. Oh, it's called the Home Wrecker. Moe's definitely a nice laxative. Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. Every time I love Mexican food so much. The problem is when I go, I overeat every time. We have a Mexican restaurant that's down the street, Casa Vieja, which we like a lot. But I swear, no matter how hard I try, every time I'm like, oh, my wife and I both like, why am I so full? Yeah, it always starts with the chips and salsa. Dang it, they're coming out. They just slap the bowl on the table, and you're oh god, because you're hungry, so you fill up on chips, and then your food comes out, and you regret you have too much chips in you, so you force more of your real dinner in because that's what you came for, and then you overeat, and you still have some left over, but There you go. Tony, I'm going to see it today. Hopefully it's enjoyable, if not good. All right. You got to let us know, Brent. So next week when you come in, say you'll either be in the fish camp or the Tony camp, I guess, right? I guess you could be somewhere in the middle, but, oh wait, no, fish is Gran Turismo. Who up? Oh, Mega Mike. So the Mega Mike said it was funny, and then Tony says meh. Oh wait, I'm backing up here. This is Tony. Okay, yeah, Tony. See, focus. Yeah, so it's Tony because he was talking about the dog movie. All right, and then Fish is talking about. All right, I know where I'm at now. All right, here we go. Gran Turismo sounds like The Last Starfighter. With that's a really good comparison. Somebody that was so good at a video game, the people that needed that talent came a calling. John Cooley. Yes, sir. I'm going to see Gran Turismo this weekend, Fish. All right. Good morning, Huck. Oh, KB, my fellow Mugamaniacs. All my symptoms are starting up again. No, KB. Dude, I feel you. I'm hugging you, man. I'm literally like I got a funk chill just now because I'm bumming for you, man. Send some love and prayers out for KB, man. To get a second round of those symptoms is BS, man. You need comfort and to be cured and cured, and be well again soon. KB, sorry to hear that, my friend. Gosh, dog it. Hello, everyone. Hope all is well. Commander Nerd, what's up, you? All right, Commander Nerd is here, and Tony's here. So you know what? Let me just peek. I'm going to peek down real quick. Let me put a pin in you here, Commander Nerd, because if Sue or Mama Blu-ray, I do not see either one. All right. So, all right. Now, Commander Nerd, Tony, you guys are here. So I got a little something. It's for Sue, but I want you to pay close attention to it because you might enjoy a little bit of it yourself. You know, on Tuesday, we always want to know what's Sue going to get, y'all. Come on now. What's Sue going to get? Take it away, Hux.
What's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey! What's Sue gonna get? And these guys too.
Now the Steelbook crew. Tell them, Sue.
What's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey! What's Sue gonna get?
Here I go. What do you think? That's a new bit on the show. It's called What's Sue Gonna Get? Duh. But yeah, I had to wedge in you guys too. You Steelbook crew, because I love you guys every time. It's like I watch y'all's stuff and Sue's stuff. Every Tuesday, y'all are the two factions I always know are going to go out. Some of us don't always go out every Tuesday, but the Steelbook crew is usually out. Sue's usually out. So that's a little thing I made for you guys. I hope you dug it. I hope you did. So yeah, I know I put a pin in it, but anybody dig that? Yeah, let me know. Especially like, Commander Nerd, Tony. Did you guys dig that? Well, all the Steelbook crew. Come on now. That's just for you guys. I don't make those for everybody. Hey, KB, get well soon. Snow White and the Huntsman, 2012. They not using, midget actors. But Snow White, oh yeah, they protest, yeah. We can get into some Snow White stuff here. You know what? You done it again. God, it's like you're looking at my computer here. Let's go ahead and get to my next topic, and that is the stuff about Snow White. Let me find my tab. There it is, right there. Because it's interesting on a couple of levels without being, too quick to judge. So everybody knows the Rachel Ziegler comments, Snow White, are being compared, Robert Pattinson. But yeah, let's put that into perspective, y'all, because they're, let's see, I don't want to block the text. Okay. So, she's saying stuff like she wasn't a fan of it growing up. It scared her, stuff like that. And look, honestly, that's okay. Because every time I watch a new Star Trek, yeah, it kills me every time an actor goes, I didn't really watch Star Trek. I didn't even, wasn't, and not that they weren't a fan. Sometimes they just didn't care, didn't know. I'm like, what? But but they're still great in the roles. We see it all the time, and you're gonna see where I'm going with this as I get lower in this article. And look, who cares? She's not a white chick, so what? I don't really care. She could be very good in the part. She's a Colombian Polish descent. And then I don't know. It says people who argued, like what people? What racist people are saying it should be a white actor? It doesn't have to. Like there are certain things, yes, that should be a white actor, should be a black actor, should be a Mexican actor, Latino. Like there are things that you should honor the race of certain characters inherently. But Snow White, I mean, I don't know, because Snow White was never, I don't know, she wasn't called that because of her skin color. That was just, her name, Snow White. I think it was just ironic she had white skin because, it's all about white skin. So anyway, let's see. She says here, she shared childhood photos that she even dressed up as Disney princesses, including Snow White, and she and wrote, "I hope every child knows that they can be a princess no matter what." And here's some photos of her. There's a little Snow White outfit right there, and then other princesses. Just like anybody, if you love a character, you'll dress up as that character because it doesn't matter. My daughter, by the way, let me do a little flip for you people. My daughter loves Tiana, right? So Tiana, of course, is the African-American princess in Princess and the Frog. And guess what? She dressed up as Tiana for Halloween when she was like 6. So that's my point. Kids don't see color, y'all. Like have kids. One thing I'll say is have kids. Because if you have kids, I mean, don't just have them and then, oh, that was pretty fun. Like when you see them at school and they're interacting, there's no racism, right? They don't know that yet. That's beat into kids' heads by racist parents. I don't mean to go down this thing too hard, but like her party, by the way, this weekend was filled with kids. It's like a rainbow of all colors and creeds, and I freaking love that, right? And that's the thing. It's like if you see color and things like that, don't. Because like I said, some things, yeah, let's try to be traditional with certain characters, and let each race have their their thing. But I don't think Snow White is something to freak out about. So let's let me find this one thing I wanted to point out. So, oh yeah, it's the thing about Prince Charming too. She criticizes that the character of Prince Charming in the original film she hinted that this will have a more feminist undertone because basically the Prince Charming in the movie is a creepster who's kind of a stalker, which I mean he kind of is if you think about the movie. And so they want to make her a little bit more independent. And look, cool. Why not? Because that movie is so old. You cannot make the movie with that same mentality because it'll suck. Really? Some white guy Prince is kind of going to come in, kiss her, and make her better and save the day. No, come on. We need if we're going to do it anyway, and Disney's going to do it, let's take a different shot at it, y'all. Let's take a swing. So she says, yes, I like this. The original cartoon came out in 1937, y'all, 1937, like 80 some years ago. Very evidently so. There's a big focus on her in the love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time. So good, right? Be too creepy. Let's see. And we wrote that Snow White's absolutely not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's going to be dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and that her late father told her that she can be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And I like that. Look, as a guy that has a daughter, that's what honestly, that is exactly what I put on her. I don't have it. And you know what? I love it. She's not really into relationships right now. She got her head on straight. She just wants to like get out of school, find a career, be focused, and then start looking. She even says all of her friends keep getting boyfriends, girlfriends, and then they break up and there's drama. And she's always sort of like the epicenter of all those people. They'll always come to her. Oh my God, I broke up. And like always go to her. And she's like, they're just dumb. She's like, why? What's the deal? And like, I don't know. I feel like she's got her head on straight. So yeah, I mean, that works for me. In addition to those comments, because she's only watched Snow White once as a child, they terrified her. So yeah, I mean, it was a spooky movie for a kid. So what's wrong with that? But I want to get to the thing that I found on this that I found fascinating. She was scared of the original version. She never watched it again. She's really serious about it. But like, look at this cute photo. I mean, come on now. Okay. Hang on. I want to find the thing about Harrison Ford and Robert Pattinson, because that hits it right on the head. I think it's, come on, where is it at? Oh, here it is. So Harrison Ford, we all know Harrison Ford always says he hates Star Wars. Like he's famous for saying he doesn't care about Star Wars. He won't even sign Han Solo photos. He'll sign Indiana Jones, but not Han Solo. And Robert Pattinson actively, he hated Twilight, and people say, oh, it's kind of funny when those guys poke fun and say they don't like it. But as soon as Rachel says that she didn't like Snow White, or that she was scared, or it scared her as a kid, people come down on her. But I mean, it is the same thing. Let's be honest. It's like, and she's not saying she hates Snow White, by the way. She's just saying she didn't watch it anymore because it scared her. Wait, I take that back. She says it right here, admitting she didn't like Snow White growing up, saying she only watched it once because, it scared her. And the role is sad to her. Out of millions of women who love the character and care about it. Yeah. And then somebody yells that, pick somebody that loves the character and put her in the role instead. Well, that's not going to necessarily change things. So anyway, so that's my point of view. So there she is, saying how the guys can hate on their roles and it's funny, but when she does it, she gets backlash. So I don't know, what I wanted to do is research that a little bit, because everyone jumped to the instant conclusion, oh, she's awful, get her out of the role. I'm like, hold on, let me read what's been happening here. And so from the research I've done, I don't see what the big deal is. She can have those opinions and still be quite good in the role. So I don't know what you guys think, but like I said, it's fine. Like everything she's saying is fine. It's like people are saying, oh, I don't like what she's doing to Snow White. Well, guess what? She's not doing anything to Snow White. It's Disney and the writers have decided to make that kind of movie, and they cast her in it. And she's just talking about it because she's already started it and read the script and knows the story. So she's the mouthpiece right now. But it's not like Zegler wrote the movie, like produces the movie. It's like, no, she's just the star in the movie. All right, there you go. Ever had Billy Beer? Way back. So yes, thanks, Adrian. Heroic Waffles is here. Hey, everyone. Huck and Chat Roy. Hey, Andrew and KB. Tony, a Bullet Train was fun, but we don't need to see the lobby cards. I like lobby cards, Spice 4K. Ain't nothing wrong. Like, seriously, like, lobby cards I like. What I don't like is when you get, especially if there's, I think there's like 8 in there, so that's a pretty good deal. But it's like when you go to get a Target exclusive and you get a foil card for like $7 more. That's bogus. And because I like lobby cards, actually, let's see, did I hit 20? I'll crack it open. I don't even know if it's lobby cards. I think it's just character cards. 18, y'all. Come on, 2 more likes, and we'll do it. We'll crack it open. Y'all. All right. Sorry if I went on that, Snow White rant too much, but I want to give fairness to situations like that, so people aren't just hearsay about Zegler, because that's what I heard. First thing I heard was, oh, she's terrible. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what created all this buzz? So there you go. Mega Mike's here. He says, I'm here. I'm into raunchy comedies and have dogs, so I can connect to the humor of Strays, but it is for a specific audience, and you don't feel the need to do big theater screen for it. Yeah, and I got my dog too, Mike. So I'm eager to see it. Well, like, I want to see it. I'm eager, especially with all the comments being just meh. Like you saying, you don't have to go out and see it. What up, Huck? And you cool peeps in the chat. What's up, Rob? You lost boy, you. Out of your collection, look at this, internal Melicella. Here we go. How many did you buy because of hype from other collectors or because the slip or steelbook look great? How many? I would say not a ton, because I'm not the kind of collector who, I do get a little FOMO once in a while when something's coming around. I'm like, oh, should I get that? I will say something that, well, it's not behind me anymore. Something that did influence me to get it after a while, I just felt the need to get it, was that the video store Empire of Screams box set from Arrow. That just looked cool. And there was something about it. Like at first I was like, those are lame movies. I mean, they're really not. I see people giving these 4 and 5-star movies. Oh my God. Really? I mean, I don't know. When you say Empire Strikes Back is a 5-star movie and then like Arena is a 4-star movie, guys, put it into perspective. You know what I mean? They are not that good. I think the highest I gave one was Dolls. And I gave it 3.5 because I was very impressed with the doll work. And it was a fun, cheesy horror movie. But I don't think I gave anything in that box set higher than 3.5 stars. Because honestly, there isn't anything in that box that really is over 3.5 stars. But for people who maybe didn't love that kind of stuff, it is a 4 or 5-star thing. But I often keep myself in check with where I put things. And because I got to think, what do I make 5 stars? It's like North by Northwest, Psycho, Empire Strikes Back, Back to the Future. Those are 5 stars. Now, everything else I watched has to compare to what I feel are those amazing, perfect movies. And ain't no way anything in that box is a 5-star perfect movie. No. So I don't feel like I have a ton of those. Hype or other collectors. There are some things I see other collectors have that I want. Tim Talks Talkies has a sweet steelbook of Invaders from Mars from Germany. And that cover's beautiful. It is just fantastic. I know it's an import, so it's region 2, so I couldn't even play it. So I was always like not in a hurry to buy it because I also don't like buying something I can't put in and watch. So at some point when I get that region free player, then maybe I'll dive into getting some of those things, but not too many, I would say, thankfully, because I think I'd be going insane with my collection if I allowed too much influence like that get to me. But that's a good question, Eternal Melancholy. Thank you for that. What's up, Waffles? KB, Laren, Spicy. Let's see. Fish says Gran Turismo had an interesting story based on true events. Yes, great racing scenes, and of course David Harbour. Naturally, I really enjoyed Sausage Party, so I'm sure I'll enjoy Strays. But I'm not going to pay to watch it. I'll wait until it's streaming. Yep, and that's what Mike says too. Just wait. So we'll all wait. Eternal Melancholy. We'll wait. We'll watch it, and then we'll reconvene on this in 5 months when it comes out. Have a good day, my friend. Back to work. Cinema Man. Have a good one. Take care. Where are we at? Almost 9 o'clock. All right. Hiya, Mike. Let's see. Thank you so much. Actually, let's get that in there. So much appreciated, Huckster. You are welcome, sir. Man, love you, bro. Feel good. Soon. Godzilla or Kong? Wow. Hisham bringing the heat. That's a great question, but I just have to go with my gut. I love Godzilla, but I had this wild obsession with King Kong. Like in the 90s till now. Like I got super into the original King Kong and got it on, Blu-ray, got it on DVD special edition, in the tin with the lobby cards and the nice book and all that. and then I got the Blu-ray, like if that comes out on 4K, like I'm that kind of King Kong fan. And then I love the Peter Jackson one because it's King Kong. I like Peter Jackson. I like what he did with it. It was it was long. Like I feel like if you took out if you just start with them heading to the island and from there on, it's great. But like before you even get there, oh my God, it feels like it's 20 minutes before you get there. If I'm remembering that correct. And that is way too long to be getting to Kong Skull Island. You can set up that thing with Fay Ray, going with the director on the boat, 5 minutes, use it in your credit sequence, and you're there. All that other stuff I didn't feel like you needed. But I got to lean on King Kong. The remix, I like it, Huck. Yeah, thanks, bud. Yeah, what's who going to get Commander there? What you think, bro? Very well done, my friend, and hoping KB for a speedy recovery. Nice. That was crazy, Huck. Love it. You even got Sue in there. I know, right? You got to get Sue in there. She sings way better than me. That was cool. Loved it. Oh, thanks, y'all. I'm getting some love out there. I like it. It was well done. Tony, does that pump you up? All right. Let's see. Super quick, because Tony always gives me that perfect segue for super quick. We're going to do it. So you guys are going out shopping. For all you shoppers out there, let's bring it up. Let's do it. It's always part of the show. And that is what is new on Blue for you to go get. was trying to do a triple rhyme. Didn't work. All right, here we go. So Weird Science on 4K, I would think is high atop many people's lists. Although, if you watched Ken's thing, he was saying if you got the Blu-ray, the 4K doesn't really do much for you. So for that review, Ken, I thank you. And I'm not going to jump on that 4K because I like the Blu-ray a lot. And I got the same one. It's the same everything. So yeah, if you got the Blu-ray, unless you just need that 4K, also got Nightmare Before Christmas. Another movie I'm just about. Like, I like Corpse Bride so much better. Like, I laugh more about that with that one. My daughter loves Corpse Bride too. So like every Halloween that goes in, I'm like, oh, we're watching this again. And like 5 minutes in, I'm like, this is such a good movie. You got Hackers, Legend of Zorro. That's what I was talking about. I don't like as much as The Mask of Zorro. But, you know, come on, it's got Antonio and Catherine Zeta. Yummy. Coma, American Pop, Night of the Hunted, Moment of Romance, Hackers. Again, we should get your little slipcover and steelbook there. So I'm predicting several of you are going to get at least, I don't know, Weird Science and Hackers. And Nightmare Before, I mean, I'm just, even though I'm a lot of people love Nightmare Before Christmas. So I feel like that's going to be on a lot of people's must snag list for today. What else? Anything super good? Hardcore. Let's see. Oh, here's one. The Blackening. I got to see that. That looks really funny. I've heard good, funny stuff about that. Nightmare Before Christmas also has the 100th anniversary steelbook looking thing. Another copy of Blackening. So there's a steelbook and a slipcover for that. I kind of like the slipcover with the faces though. What is this? 3 into 2 won't go. Huh. Okay, never heard of that. Spirit Halloween the movie. Come on, Derek. Me and my convicted cinephile buddy, you know we have to buy that. We got to buy Spirit Halloween the movie, and we should review it. We should do a review of it together. You guys heard it here first. Me and Derek, we got to get the movie, and we'll do a 2-dude review. You watching, Derek? Come on. We got to do that. We got to make that happen. Come on. We're the Spirit Halloween dudes. I got 4 videos. You got 5. I mean, we're nuts with that place. Let's see. And the sword, reincarnated as a sword. There you go. And that's that. So there you go. So that's a lot of the good stuff coming out. Something called You Hurt My Feelings. And I kind of laugh when I see things like You Hurt My Feelings. I'm like, that instantly doesn't make me want to watch a movie. I'm like, oh, it's a sad movie. I don't know. So there you go. What is on everybody's must get list? You got to tell me, because that's not a bad release date, I got to say. You know, of course, next week, crazy stuff coming out. Got all those Chuckies coming out. I know a lot of you probably already have your Chucky stuff. Huck, you've done a new song for Sue to sing on her shopping trips. I hope she sings it right now. I hope so too. I hope maybe they popped it on, or she had it on in her car and she heard it and she's inspired by it. She's singing it. It's going to be a thing, y'all. She said she loved it and wanted me to keep it on the show. So because of that, I knew I rushed the other one. Like, I just threw that together literally before the show. I'm like, I got 15 minutes. What can I do? But I wanted to do it the justice I saw in my head prior to that. And then when Sue sang it on her show, I'm like, oh, let's bring in the queen. Get a little trio action. What's Sue gonna get? So there you go. Do you have any Godzilla King Kong action figures? I do. Hisham, I got a boss King Kong in the other room. It's like big old sucker, but it's one of those Todd McFarlane King Kongs. It is noise. So yeah, and Godzilla, no, I don't think so. So yeah, I guess there you go. Got to lean on King Kong. If you got the figure, it's got to be the winner. KB says the funny thing about the princess should be white statement is most real life princesses are people of color. See what I'm talking about, KB? It's KB and I, man. That's why we're friends, man. Our thinking is very similar. I know, right? I mean, Princess Diana. Like, there's your white one. She's not here anymore. So, but yeah, there you go. Snow White cartoon was the first Disney movie I watched as a kid. I love Snow White. I have no issues with the race. Nice. I actually thought the character had a Latina look. There you go. See, I got a smart audience. Commander Nerd, thanks. You guys are good. I remember not my Stormtrooper trending on Twitter when the Force Awakens teaser released because so many people were so pressed about the Stormtrooper being someone of color. And he was awesome. Let's just cut to. I'm like, hey, what is that? What is that too? Stormtrooper of color is like they all have masks on. They could be alien faces under those things for all we know. But because the ever so handsome John Boyega pulls his helmet off, people lose their minds. I was like, all right. I don't know. I just get excited when I see diversity. I think it's also too, y'all. I work in the world of casting, and it is all about diversity in my job. Like the whole point of casting shows that I work on, it's always about finding a variety of a rainbow of faces, as I say. We never, it's funny. Sometimes we get so good at finding, people of color and other ethnicities, we realize, hey, we don't have any white males, and then suddenly there's the hunt for like, okay, we need at least 2 white males because we don't have any. So it's very funny how, the focus really goes to, find lots of diversity. So that's why I like my job, y'all. I get excited when I see a good little collection of diversity in my world. I wish they keep the dwarves though, because it's like they called Snow White 7 dwarves. Yeah. I mean, I guess that is a little wrong. I mean, I guess it's because of what, like Lord of the Rings, they were able to pull it off with regular sized people and they shrunk them down. Maybe it gives you, I don't know. I don't know what that gives you, except, people to argue about it. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, Sunday is National Movie Day. $4 tickets all day. Yeah, I put that on my Instagram yesterday, Craig, that this coming Sunday, the 27th, is $4 tickets no matter what. So if you want to go to IMAX, I'm not sure. I want to say even 3D movies count, but maybe there's a markup for that. I don't know. But they said every movie, every format. So go. If you guys want to go to the theater, I already have like sort of my free pass ticket. So, but it's really good if I want to bring my wife and daughter to a movie with me, then it's like $8. So you got to love that. Hey, what's up, Sarah? Hang on. What's up, Sarah? Godzilla -1 will be released November 3rd of 2023. Speaking of Godzilla, oh my God, I know I got to hop off here soon, but let me see where to, oh, there it is. Well, okay. So just real quick, there's a Godzilla series coming to Apple TV, right? So we'll just touch on that real quick. And then the other thing. So yeah, Godzilla roars its first look at Apple TV and Legendary's Titans series. So yeah, I'm just pulling this up real quick to let you know there is a Godzilla thing coming. And what I love is they've cast Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell in the roles. So Wyatt plays the character in younger time. I guess they do some bouncing through time. And this also shows you Kurt Russell's not out. He had claimed he was done when he did that last Santa Claus movie. But here he is. See, if something's good, they're not gone. They're not gone until just they really call it quits. Like Gene Hackman, he's done. People like that, you can tell are done. When Sean Connery said he was done after League, he was done. But Kurt's still around. That's great. And Godzilla TV show. I think that's pretty exciting. So what do you guys think of that? Are you excited that Godzilla is coming out as a TV show? And speaking of TV shows, so just trying to give you flooding you with stuff right here at the end. Disney has finally decided, hey y'all, let's bring out some of our TV shows on physical media. No way. So Disney Plus, they're putting it out. They're putting out Loki first because, the Loki series is coming out. So they're going to try to drop that earliest. So let's see, it's September, right? Yeah, Loki arrives September 26th. WandaVision will be November 28th. And Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2 will arrive December 12th, all in time for Christmas presents. Yeah. So, and these are nice looking steelbooks. I wonder if they're only in steelbooks, if they're all, I assume, let's see, not coming to streaming formats. Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably not just make them steelbooks, but the steelbooks are really nice. The one I'm most excited to get would be WandaVision. I like that the most. I thought it was very original, very inventive. I love the fact that she's going through all these different sitcom times. Elizabeth Olsen's acting style. See, here's what is great and sad about genre TV at the same time. And that is no other actress did what she had to do. And that is change up her acting style in every episode. And then when not in the sitcoms, go back to sort of a reality-based performance as Wanda, and then, you know what I mean? It's sort of like Scott Bakula in Quantum Leap, right? No one else gets to do that kind of thing. Why don't those people win? Because it's genre, and the people that vote and choose still don't get that that's the harder thing to do for you to love. And when everyone praised her performance, I'm like, I hope she gets nominated, and she was. I'm like, but she's not going to win, and she didn't win. Just like Scott Bakula never won. But that kind of performance, 100% over any regular dramatic actor, because I'm sorry, we see that every day, all day on all shows, is just people who act really well one way. You know, they bring you to tears, or they, you know, that, all that. She did something very unique, very singular, and should have won. So that's the thing I'm most excited for. Mandalorian, because season 3 hit, and it was a snore fest. Manda Snorian, thank you very much. Season 3 was, that was not good. The whole thing is about him taking a swim in a pool so he can be of the way again. I'm like, really? That is the plot of season 3. Is you took your stupid helmet off because that's something Favreau thought up and thought it was cool. And then it sort of painted themselves into a corner because, that's why Pedro, by the way, in season 3, Pedro, from what I understand, was hardly ever in the suit, if ever. That was his stunt double that walks and moves like Pedro. And he just came in. Oh, what a cherry job, y'all. Pedro Pascal gets top billing, and he's not even in the suit because he was doing The Last of Us, right? I was going to say, the zombie show. So he couldn't do that. So what a gig, man. So yeah, you guys excited that Disney's putting these shows out? I think it's great, but make sure though, if you got a favorite, buy one, at least buy one, because then that tells Disney, we want your shows, man. You already charge a fortune for your, streaming and all your physical medias, but let's keep the product coming. Because if we don't, these could be it. And personally, like, I loved Hawkeye. That was like a James Bond spy adventure show, which was super good. I like that. Like Loki, I really loved, except for the last episode. It killed me because it was like, it was so, the dynamic of all the other shows was so good and interesting. And then the last show was just a giant chat fest with Kang. I'm like, this is so dull. I mean, I get they're trying to set something up, but try to set it up using the pace and energy and style you've done in all your shows up until that last episode. So I would probably get Loki, but not be super, like, I'd watch all the way up to the last episode and then just stop, because I don't know, that last episode was just really dull for me, y'all. Super dull. Okay, I think we hit on everything. And it is past 9, my friends. Let's see. Did we hit the 20 mark? Oh, we did. 25. All right. So my last promise. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. Here it is. I said it. There it is. It's coming off. All right. There you go. Oh, look at that. So there's your little J card, y'all. There it is. All right. That fresh Steelbook. Steelbook crew knows what I'm talking about. Look at that. I love the back of it. That's pretty cool. Nice. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's like the cards are, I'm not going to pop these open, but yeah, they're all in the plastic here. So yeah, it's not really lobby cards. Lobby cards tend to be things that like show scenes from the movie. So these are like character cards is what we're going to call these. So these are character cards. And there's a good slew of them. So, I mean, I dig that. It's better than nothing, y'all. Like when you open it and you just get nothing, but there it is. The interior is not all that. It's sort of a swirly little swoosh. Let's see. Oh, it's like a sword. There you go. So right there, little hand and sword swooshing by. But yeah, very cool. I'm excited to finally have Bullet Train. Give a little looky-loo again. Oh, that's funny too. So like the disc art is that, and then the Blu-ray is just Brad Pitt. And it does come with a digital code, which maybe I'll give out later on. But there you go, y'all. Oh, that is good stuff. So yeah, 20 smackers for that. That's pretty sweet. All right. Yeah, y'all. All right. That's a good way to close it out. Don't y'all think? All right, let's just whip down here real quick. Let's see. Huck, you've done a new song for Sue. Yeah, okay, there it is. Hisham, do you have any Godzilla? Oh my God, did I not mark where I was? Sorry, guys. I'm just going to kind of jump down. Sorry if I miss anything. Here we go. Let's see. People needs to chill when it comes to race of fictional character. Who cares if the race changes? I know. And look, yeah. I appreciate y'all like not hating on me for, supporting, that kind of thing. Some people are just too sensitive when it comes to that, but there you go. Hey, Tidbit Kid, shrinking my shelves down from 7 to 3. Oh no! Slim sleeving my collection with a storage solution like a large briefcase. We'll store them in one large shelf. Do you plan on doing any shrinking? Actually, it's a good question. I actually just got into this new room, so I'm very excited. So I was actually able to expand a little bit because in the other room, I was out of room. I was literally double stacking movies in front of movies because the shelves were deep enough to do that. But it was driving me crazy because I'm like, oh, this is feeling so cluttered. My brain shuts down if it's too cluttered. And so if there's a movie I wanted behind other movies and I can't see it just by looking, it bothers me because then I got to take all those movies down, get them out of the way, and then and then grab the one I want and then put all those movies back up. And it was really just getting on my nerves. So for me now, I have my new space. If you haven't seen it, Tidbit Kid, I did a video of showing off my new space and you'll check it out. It's really cool. I'm surrounded by stuff I love, which is great. So for now, I won't be shrinking down, but I have to play it cool that I don't outgrow my space too quickly because this is it. This is my room. This is all I get. And then once I get going too fast and start to bust out of this room, I'll have to do some shrinking for sure. Is Tilda Swinton the best ancient one, Doctor Strange? She was, listen, here's the thing. I didn't have a connection to the ancient one in the comic book, which was it an Asian male in the comic book? And then, so it's played by her instead. I don't know. It's not like that character is like universally known as that. Like, it's like, I get it. Like, say you're recasting, we'll just pretend that Bruce Lee is a character, right? Well, you're not going to recast Bruce Lee as a white woman. You're going to try to find somebody that, or we'll say James Bond. James Bond has a certain character archetype to it. You know what I'm trying to say? So that character, I don't care. I didn't even know who that was. I thought it was somebody made up just for the movie, honestly. Because most people are that way. Like, they don't, unless you read the comic books and you're fully invested. By the way, if you are a Doctor Strange fan, is that character, like, are you one of those like, oh, that's my favorite character next to Strange in those books? I'm like, is it? I don't even know who that is. Joe, what's up, man? Hey, Huck, have you seen 85 again? I haven't seen it again, but I did see it. Have your thoughts changed since you posted your out of the theater reaction? That is a great question, because I know some things can change. Because I came out feeling good, but then, you gotta like sit on stuff. So, but I will be picking that up when it comes out. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know how that goes. Hey, 80s made consumer. How you doing, man? A few titles I want, but no need for day one would be upgrades. Yeah. Yeah, I love upgrades too. And that's when I don't need them on day one because they're just upgrades. I have the movie here. So why do I need to go pay $40 for a movie when I can probably wait a month, and they'll go down at least a little. So if that's good enough, you're good. Or if you can even hang out till Black Friday, man, or Amazon Prime Day, or you wait for Kino sales. There's always sales. That's what I love about this thing. It's like, I love feeding my addiction, but on a budget. Because there you go. Live in California. Things aren't cheap out here. So I have to do that. I think hardcore has a criterion. Does it? Oh. The Blackening is out for delivery right now. Noise. You gotta let me know how that was. Have you seen it already? Did you like it? Or are you just taking a swing on that one? Like a cold buy. Are you a cat lover? I do like cats, but I cannot own a cat. I'm allergic to cats. I'll be like, I'll like take, but it's terrible because my wife and daughter love cats and they are not allergic. So it's always like, that's why we have a dog. Because at least we all like dogs and none of us are allergic to dogs. And my dog also has no clue what a cat is. So we could buy a cat and he'd be totally fine with it. In fact, the cat would probably slap our dog around because he was like, oh, every time he sees a cat, he kind of freaks out. There was this one cat near the house. Tell you a quick cat story. Super sweet cat. And whenever we would walk the dog, it'd be the whole family, me, wife, daughter, dog. And this cat would come out from under a truck, is hiding, and we like, oh, the girls start petting it. And it's a real long hair cat. So I just give it a little scruff pet. And then, do that, so I'll be like, oh, right. And then And then the dog's like looking at it, like, no aggression, anything. It's sort of like is done with the cat and wants to start walking away and continue his walk. It is his walk, by the way. And the cat, I swear to God, it's like it had personas of people. The cat walks up, catches up to the dog, like to say, hey, slow down. I want to be pet more. And it slaps him upside the head. And he's like, oh, like he was so offended and like freaked out at the same time. And he jumps to the side. And ever since then, man, we get near that cat and he's like, oh, he completely remembers that's that head slapper of a cat, man. And he's like, oh, that cat's mean, man. It was just so funny that it walked up and slapped him over the head for pulling his petters away. That was kind of funny. Seriously, Commander Nerd, I'm glad and pretty much never on Twitter. Oh, I must have What did I miss, Commander Nerd? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Well, anyway, I hope everyone's good. All right, Dimension says, hey, everyone, I'm eating cinnamon bread, toast on an orange. Nice. Toasted on an orange, toast and an orange. Nice, man. That sounds very healthy and yummy. Well, not really healthy. Cinnamon buns ain't, healthy, but it sounds delicious. That's for sure. I love Kurt so much. Makes me want to see that. Oh yeah, I'll definitely see that. I love Kurt and I love Godzilla, so I'm in. Kurt Russell was seen in Alabama doing scenes in the Matthew McConaughey new movie that's been filming near my home. See, he's not out, Michael. He's not out. He loves acting, man. He's not out of the game yet. I want to buy all of Disney Plus shows, even though I don't like WandaVision. I still want it. All right, so that's interesting, Eternal. So you're, I don't want to say you're one of those, but you're one of those people who don't mind, like you got to own it to keep so you're a completist, right? Is that it? So you're a completist, so you're going to get them all to be a completist. Sorry. Even though you don't like it. Because I have a problem with. Like, I don't mind, like if there's a series that has spine numbers, I'm cool, man. If I get 7, 8, and 15, I'm done. Because those are the movies I want. But I will not, like if there's 20 of them and I don't care for the other 17, I don't do that. Yeah, that's just to me wasted shelf space, and I don't have enough space. But luckily there's only 4 out, so you're not hurting yourself there. But yeah, you didn't like WandaVision, but that's cool. If you buy it though, that'll be good because Disney will appreciate you. Kurt Russell's 2 Santa movies are a must watch for me. Yes, they are absolutely fantastic. Eternal Melancholy. I agree with you. He's great. He's great in it. He's one of the greatest Santa actors ever. Have a great week, Laren. Have a good one, you too, sir. And everyone be good. All right, we're going to wrap this up to is like 9:17. Y'all, I'm pushing my luck here. Good luck. I hope no one's saying like we got to have a meeting. Hold on. Yikes. Yeah, I didn't even check. Okay. I think I'm okay, but we got to sign off real quick. Morning, Holland. Good morning. Good morning, Huck. Hey, nerdy film girl. What's up, Tracy? Everyone on the panel. I didn't see Strays yet. Nope, not yet. Did you see it and like it or not like it? Are you still going to watch Godzilla? Yeah, that's a lot of fish. Let's see. I didn't have a problem with Godzilla 98. That's the yeah, that's the one with Matthew Broderick, right? Yeah, it's 98 if I recall. That's when that came out. The look of Godzilla looked a little weird for me, though. Big old jaw and kind of weird, but I still had a good time watching it. It wasn't what I was hoping it would be, but I didn't hate it. I thought Hank Azaria was fantastic. I love Hank. The Blackening was a blind buy. Watch the trailer and pull the trigger. Nice. I like. Good luck, man. I wish you luck. Because those blind buys, I try not to do too much of those too, but sometimes I get a feeling on it like you did and just hope. I'm like, please. I did that for all the Hitchcocks. Every time I bought them, like, this is a full trigger pull on every one of these because I've seen none of them. And I will say for the most part, I've liked every single one of them tremendously. I want to see The Blackening. It looks hilarious. I hope the Godzilla show comes to physical. I refuse to get another streaming service. I know there's just so many. That's where I got to start trimming is those services. Nerdy Film Girl, I'm going to drop everything as soon as the mail comes. Look at you. I love it. You're on a mission, man. It comes in, pop some popcorn, and it's Blackening time. Have a great day, Huck and chat. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, I think that is going to do it then. We can't believe we hit all the bullet points. KB, mwah, my friend. hug. I hope you feel much better soon. And for my Steelbook crew and Sue, let's give you one more rendition to all of you. What y'all gonna get? But mostly,
What's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey! What's Sue gonna get? Hand these guys to.
Now the Steelbook crew.
tell him, Sue.
What's Sue gonna get?
What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey! What's Sue gonna get?
And with that, y'all, I bid you a great day. Get out there, have fun, be great to each other, say hey to a friend, a loved one, a stranger, spread kindness and all that good stuff. And it's been a fun morning. Thank y'all for engaging me in the chats. I really appreciate it. These things always fly by. I always wonder if we're going to have anything to chat about, but you guys always bring it and keep doing that. Love you guys. You're the best audience out there. Until next time, hey, we'll get you guys later. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.